Hi, welcome to the second Lodders Bite-Size webinar. I'm Vicki Gulliver, a Chartered Legal Executive in the Lodders Private Client team. The coronavirus is presenting us all with unique challenges and uncertainties, and it highlights the importance of making a will or updating a current will. Consulting with clients is usually done on a face-to-face basis. Although we are currently working remotely, we want to assure you that we remain available to provide our usual services. The first step in making a will is to have a discussion about your requirements so that instructions for the will can be given. We are able to do this via various video conferencing facilities and over the telephone. Once we have had a discussion about the will, we can prepare a draft which we can email or post to you for review. We can then have a discussion about the draft so that any queries can be addressed. The next stage is more challenging, and this is where we need to be slightly more creative. We will email the will to you or send it in the post, together with some clear and concise instructions on how to sign it, taking into account the social distancing guidelines. The Wills Act 1837 sets out that for a will to be valid, it must be signed in front of two adult independent witnesses who must be physically present. The witnesses also need to sign the will. There are calls for the Ministry of Justice to relax these strict requirements in the current unprecedented times. However, this is still being reviewed. Witnessing via video link is not sufficient and it does not follow the physical presence criteria. You will need to consider whether you can liaise with a friend or neighbour to see if they can perhaps come and stand at your window or conservatory or even over the garden fence so that they can witness the signing. As long as they have a clear line of sight, this will hopefully be possible and will adhere to the guidelines on staying at least 2 meters apart. Can you then place the will down, preferably with disposable gloves, for the witnesses to pick up and sign so that signing and witnessing formalities are met? There was a BBC article only last week setting out that people were signing their wills on car bonnets with a witness present at a distance of 2 meters. Once signed, the will can be returned to us so we can check all is in order. The position with vulnerable clients tends to be more complex, as often face-to-face meetings are required to aid communication. Providing the care home or hospital has the right technology available, there's no reason a detailed conference could not take place over telephone or by video call. It is important to assess capacity when taking instructions for a will. So this will need to be factored in. We can liaise with family members and relevant parties to try and facilitate the most appropriate arrangements for these meetings to take place. We're here to support every client and to guide you through the process. So if you have any questions, please do contact a member of the private client team. Thank you for listening and stay safe.